Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to animate and Procreate. Now I already started one animation right here for my new project that's about to be finished. Well, it's actually a 3-week-old project that I'm still working on. But it's going to go good. And I already started another, I already started already on something. I want to show you how to do it. First, I basically just draw a little sketch right here. Now I'm going to duplicate it by swiping to the right, like a duplicate. Now I'm going to press the eraser button. Erase most of the things I want to change. Like I want to change the position of the feet. I'm also going to change the starting, since when you walk, the starting moves. Also, some of the hair I'm going to erase, since I'm going to be redrawing that and fixing it up later. So it has a nice effect like it's real. It has a little bounce effect. I can change more. But for now, I'm going to do this. Now go to your paintbrush, the option. I'm going to adjust the little volume of the, streamline of my brush, sketch brush. I think you can use 2% streamline. There you go. Okay, now I have to fix up the areas that I erased. I can always go over the lines, or I can make it more, a bounce effect when I go off the lines like this. The streak was wiggly. Here's a little tip for me, at least. I practice streaks, I do better when I draw fast with lines, so they don't turn wobbly, and I try not to pick up my pen to make it more onion skin a little less. There we go. We have 2 onion skin frames. It's 2, okay. Opacity, you can keep it a little less, but I can still see it now. Blend apartments. Okay, now you can probably see your project without even without getting confused about the eraser tool, because sometimes you need to add lots of pressure, and if you don't, the eraser tool gives very light erases like this. It looks like it's just an onion skin right here when you do it very lightly, so you get confused sometimes. So that's why I do that. Now I have to check my last frame to see the position that the legs are moving. I have to go right here. If you wonder why I'm doing it, well, not smoothly, I'm checking back to the last frame to see where the positions are. Make a circle right here to draw the leg face. Here. There, so I'm making now I have to go back to the eraser tool and erase this little mistaken sketch. And sometimes I even blend the little sketch lines. Whenever make one line too big, instead of redrawing it again, if I ever make it too bulky, then the rest of the line, instead of redrawing again, I just use the blending tool, so you'll give a nice shading effect too. So you can do that. But this is only the sketch layer. I have to make the full layer. Like I have to add it in groups to color it. Slowly put in the lines. There was this full, okay. And let's fix up. I think we'll change the eraser tool to GP ink brush. There you go, now it looks a bit more nicer. Let's clear animation to see which has to make the frames a little less. 5 will do good. There we go. For that, I'm going to press the check marks to turn off these 3 layers and go on this one. I'm going to press the plus, put this to put onion skin opacity a little more, and there we go. I'm going to take, instead of a sketch brush, I'm going to take an inking brush and take the little color of our reference picture. If you don't know how to background a reference picture, you just have to click the first image and then press on the background. Now mine is already enabled, so I can do that. I'll usually start with the hair first. I'm going to color to this blue color. Lower the opacity of the brush since this is a very big brush. And draw. If you're wondering, my streamline is on max here, so I got more smoother lines on my sketches. My sketches usually go very messy and, well, very messy and the lines aren't that good. They're much more vaguely. I'm just putting that because, well, it's the background. It's not going to show. It's just a sketch. I'm going to turn off the layer later. So it doesn't really matter much. Now I'm going to trace all these layers. Okay, I'm gonna go check on the LumaFusion. Check on my editing app for all my animations to see if it's good. Also, this one I'm working on is sort of a recreation or a better version of this one. It's not really, yeah, I'm trying to recreate this. I know this is the last part of the song that I'm working on. Adding a photo. And yes, she does have colored hooves. It's just a bright on her hooves. I didn't see that first time I looked on this. Looked at this image. Okay. I'm gonna be adding some fur. Now I'm gonna go to my layers option, click on it and alpha lock it so I can add in this color. And for the ones who don't know what alpha lock is a little area. It's a little setting you can add for the lines not to go out of what I've already created. I usually use this to fill in colors. And then you can even click on it and press fill layer, and then your whole entire color will be filled. So you don't have to recolor everything. But I'm not going to do that now. I really use alpha lock and fill layer for most of these, and you can. There's also another way to paint these hooves, which I will show you. You can click on the little ribbon tool, press freehand, and then press the color fill option in the paint bucket. And you can fill in these colors like this. You can see they're filled. Okay, now I'm going to be coloring the layer. I'm not going to do a separate layer for coloring. I'm just going to color right now. Drag and drop it right here. I can add shadings. Normally then I wouldn't add. And then just a small little light effects can open up your drawing. Or animation. Sort of like this. I added a little light effect here. Can you see the shadings right here? Yeah, it really makes it look nice. If you wonder how I stack up layers like this, you can go to the layer palette and then make a group. That's how I make them. Because a group counts as one layer in an animation, especially in Procreate. Now the hair if I want to color in the hair, I'll reference this, group it. Now I can fill this in. Well, I might not be able to fill that in, but I can fill this in. Now it looks nice. Color always makes animations and drawings look better. Now I'll be alpha locking this. Press in my inking brush, go to a shading brush. Where's the airbrushing? There we go. Go to the bottom color of here. And then just sprinkle on some airbrush. Look very closely for details in this reference picture. Now I'm going to go to my little smudge brush, my cotton tool, in organic. You can find this cotton brush in organic, but this is my favorite shading brush, other than soft brush. This is the softest brush, by the way. So cotton, my second favorite, I guess. But I usually use cotton nowadays. There we go. Now we can go back to this layer, unreference it, click on, and then click on reference again. Take a little color of a horn, and then just drag and drop it. There we go. Combine, duplicate. If you wonder what I'm doing, take it out of the group. I'm going to turn the group in. Press this little sketch layer off. And then turn off this sketch layer. I mean turn it on. Don't turn it off. It was already off. Now you got these two layers. Now you have to... Now I'm going to erase this layer. Just like how we did with the... Like how we did with this one, the sketches. I'm going to do it the exact same but with the colored version. Make sure to un-alpha lock. And you know with alpha lock, it has a tick mark. It has a checkered piece pattern on the layer. So don't. That's how you know it's alpha locked. No, you know it's not alpha locked. I'm gonna turn off this little layer. Well, group. It's a group, not a layer. Because it's sort of. You're not getting things right properly. I'm just going to keep it to make sure the colors are in the right places. And so it doesn't look splotchy. It doesn't look messy. I had to restart on one of my projects just because I didn't look on the other layer underneath. So I got all the colors wrong. And it looked very messy. Okay, now this is fully colored. I am going to change the hair position, but instead of changing it like how I should change it, like how I normally change it, I'm going to change it in a different way. So I'm going to press the ribbon tool. I have freehand on already, so I didn't need to worry about that. And then select the part I want to move. Click on the arrow tool. I go to warp. And you can shift it around like this. But I don't shift it around like that. I just want to go. Woo. There we go. Then now I'm going to circle up the tool. Not the leg. Should I circle up the leg? There we go, and now I'm going to fill in these gaps. Those ugly gaps. They don't look nice. Now I'm going to be filling in the color of this, of the hair. Now the hair is shaded, so leaving it like this doesn't look that right. That's why I'm shading it now. How did I forget to draw that? So this is where the select little wave ribbon brush. I'm going to freehand select this. Like this. Let's put my hand very steady. Because if I make one little colorful. If I make that, the thing about the thing. If I make one little mistake, I have to redraw it. So that's a bit troubling. they're selected. Now I just have to start with the little effect. If you wonder what effect, I'm running an effect. Go in one group and I'm pressing the plus to make a new layer, layer 14. I'm just gonna keep this brush. Check the color of the skin. Lower the opacity to 35. And the brush size 35. No. Like that. Turn up the script and then add another of that. Okay, now we have to take a GB ink brush, one, turn it, and do this. And then this is good. Have to turn on the background. Should I make it black? Okay, I'm gonna make it black. And just for fun, I'm gonna put some light effects. Press clipping mask and this little light, white or pink. Make a little match more. Airbrushing and the soft brush. Okay. I'm going to turn this layer into add. Press the A and then add. As well. So what I'm going to do, put one layer here. Elements, luminance, flare. Use a not pink. Oh wait, flare. And then uniform. Oh, here would be good. And now click on the layer from the area and background it. Let me just put the shadows. Multiply. Probably turn those shadows purple. And I should probably go to one of the brushes I have from the airbrushing and soft brush. And let's see how the animation is. gonna export it by pressing the selecting this, share, havoc. Exporting. So that's how you make a small little GIF or animation in Procreate.